The signing of a $499,500 engineering contract on March 15th between government and FBL Consult Inc. out of St. Lucia marked the final major step before work begins under the Caribbean Development Bank's Rehabilitation Infrastructure $15 million loan project. Under the terms of the agreement, government was required to hire an engineering firm to oversee the project, which involves the improvement of the territory's roads and drainage system in the aftermath of Tropical Storm Otto in 2010. Project manager Dr. Drexel Glasgow said FBL Consult Inc. out of St. Lucia emerged as a successful bidder at the end of the procurement process, which saw bids from local and regional companies. Disclosing the components of the CDB agreement, Glasgow said only local companies will compete in the tender process when construction work begins.
The loan agreement has 4 components, namely rehabilitation and reconstruction of roads and drainage infrastructure, including retaining structures along the roadway network, institutional strengthening, including a drainage assessment of Road Town, and drafting planning regulations. Thirdly, engineering consultancy services for design of infrastructure works and construction supervision. And finally, project management. This contract signing ceremony deals with the engineering consultancy component of the loan. A formal tender process was conducted, and FDL Consult Inc., an engineering firm from St. Lucia, was a successful bidder. It is important to note that it was conditional that the tender process for this consultancy to follow CDB's international competitive bidding. However, the construction phase of the project is opened only to local bidding. The value of the contract to be signed today is $499,500.
Works under the project will be carried out across Tortola and the sister islands, with the contracts for physical work under the project being awarded only to local contractors. Communications and Works Minister Mark Vanterpool recalled efforts to assist local contractors in the competitive bidding process.
And so with this in mind, over 50 local contractors recently benefited from a workshop at the H. Library Stout Community College, hosted by our team and CDB, which educated them about the Virgin Islands government and CDB procurement guidelines for competitive bidding and procedures, vulnerability in construction, and preparing an effective tender document, as these projects will go out to tender at various times. FBL Consult Inc. will be specifically working with the Ministry of Communications and Works to oversee these projects. And these projects span the Virgin Islands. There will be a project in Fortune Gut, 2 projects in Carrot Bay, a project in Ballast Bay, just for Nike, King Garden Bay, Windy Hill. We'll have 3 projects, Ballast Bay, another 2 projects, Harrigan Estate, Parkwood Pond, Pleasant Valley, Cox Heath, Seacows Bay, Road Town, Upper Huntom's Gut, Horse Path, Long Trench, Upper Free Bottom, Nottingham Estate, Thomas Land, Greenland, Parham Town, and we have a major drainage project in the valley in Virgin Gorda.
Premier Dr. Orlando Smith, in his remarks at the contract signing, expressed satisfaction that the requirements of the CDB loan were met to allow government to push forward in the redesign and rehabilitation of the territory's road network.
As we all can remember, this project is a result of the devastating events of Tropical Storm Otto. However, it has not merely been used to fix some of the damages that event caused, but it is a springboard to ensure higher standards in building our roads, bridges, and retaining walls to ensure the long-term stability of our infrastructure. Through the signing of this contract, we would be better able to withstand the growing demand on our transportation network, as well as the threats of any severe storm system that may threaten these islands.
Work under the loan agreement is expected to be carried out across the BVI over 2.5 years.